G'day, Two Slips fans. That's day 2 of the first test in the book, and India again proving why they're such a dominant beast at home. I thought Australia conducted themselves pretty well for a lot of that day. I was saying to Glenn overnight that Australia really needed to come out and blow India away in the first session, and I think you'd arguably say that we shared the honours, 2 for 70 odd. Scoring wasn't fluent, picked up a few big wickets, and then picking up another wicket straight after the lunch break. Yeah, I'd say that we shared honours, but Australia at some point in those first 2 sessions really needed to take the game by the scruff of the neck, and they didn't really. They sort of just went blow for blow with India for between the first 2 sessions, and after digging ourselves a massive hole on day 1, blow for blow wasn't going to be good enough. And as it was, the third session came along, and that was comprehensively India's session. Axar Patel and Ravi Jadeja again, the thorn in Australia's side, really took the game away from us. And that's off the back of Rohit Sharma having a fantastic captain's knock that really steered his side out of trouble. Brilliant 100 from Rohit Sharma. For the Aussies, how about it? Todd Murphy, fantastic. What is it? His seventh or eighth first class game ever, coming out to India on debut. Bam, head and shoulders the best player that Australia has had so far. He has been fantastic. Got a bit lucky with a few dismissals, Pujaras and Kohlis, but he has been comfortably, his lines, his lengths, his speeds. I still think he's probably a fraction too quick from time to time. He's sitting in those mid-90s for almost half deliveries he bowls, but he's varying it a lot better than what, say, Nathan Lyon is. And he's been fantastic. 5 for on debut, absolutely fantastic. And there's still a few more wickets to get, so it could end up being a really good test for him personally as a bowler. Outside of that, Cummins battled back, fantastic with the new ball. That spell with the new ball, the second new ball. Got Rohit Sharma out twice in 2 balls if Smith could catch. I don't know what it is about Smith and subcontinent conditions, and he just forgets how to be a slip fielder. Like, he takes some of the most ridiculous catches you've ever seen, and then he gets to the subcontinent and he just puts them down all the time. It's Smith's got to sort that out. We're not going to generate enough chances as it is, and if he's putting down, well, I know slips catches straightforward, but for Steve Smith, he should have swallowed those ones and he put them both down. But then the ball that Cummins got Rohit Sharma out with was absolutely fantastic. What better sight for a fast bowler than to see the stumps cartwheeling. Scott Boland, I thought, did his job. This is what we're going to expect out of Scott Boland. He's not going to get the love he needs to be taking 6 for 7 and having statues built for him. But he's been hardly put a foot wrong. He's hardly gone for runs. He's tied it up. He's troubled to the outside edge a little bit, but there's not a lot going for him, and he's understood that. He knows the assignment, and he is performing that to the best of his ability. So, well done to Scott. Nathan Lyon, I thought, has been, in a word, awful. There have been parts that Nathan Lyon has troubled the batsman. The ball that he got Yadav out with was fantastic. It was poorly played by Yadav, but it was a good ball. Jagged back in and took the stumps, but overall he hasn't been good enough for long enough. There's been some times where he looked to really trouble the batsman with individual deliveries, but just overall it's too fast, it's too flat, he's going for bounce that he's not going to get. He's looked pedestrian in comparison to an offie who's on debut, and if Nathan Lyon's going to be bowling like this for the whole series, Australia won't win. You just get on the plane and go home after this test. If this is the Nathan Lyon that is going to be playing in India, we're not going to win the series. It just won't happen. So Lyon has very quickly got to figure out a way to inject himself into the game and be more proactive and be more threatening. Because as it is, he's bowled just as many overs as Todd Murphy bowling off spin. Murphy's picked up 5, and he's looked threatening for large parts. And Nathan Lyon hasn't. He just simply has not looked threatening. So all to do for the Aussies. Like I said, I thought they probably shared honours in the first session. Were right there. India took the second session when we didn't take enough wickets. You'd say that session went to India, despite the fact both of them only went 2 for 70 odd in both the first and second session. But we were going blow for blow. But next up, when you dig a hole that big, you can't afford to go blow for blow. You really need to come out to get yourself back in the game and have a big session like India's second session yesterday. And we didn't do that. And then when we got to the third session, new ball, looked like we were half a shout. We knocked over Rohit Sharma, but then Ravi Jadeja again, and then Axar Patel, fantastic with the bat. You'd never guess that these guys. He was a number 8, number 9 batsman. Come out and looked completely at ease, blasted himself for 50, and they've put India in the ascendancy. It's now their game to lose. Several miracles would have to happen for Australia to get themselves into a position, and it's not to say that it can't. I think if you get anything north of 150 in the fourth innings, you're in with a shout with the way this wicket's going to go, but it's going to take some serious batting for us to get to a position like that. Already, India's on the verge of a 200-run lead, the way that they're going, so we've got to break that partnership again early tomorrow, knock them out, and then our top order have really got to stand up. And like I said in my review yesterday, good-looking 30s and 40s aren't going to cut it. There's going to need to be a couple of people, and I'm looking at Smith, I'm looking at Marnus. There's going to have to be a couple of those guys who've got to go big and really cash in. And the other guys have got to stand up. It can't just be Smith and Marnus doing the job. We need Warner, we need Khawaja, we need Renshaw and Hanscom. Those guys have got to do their job. And it's got to bat long. You can bat yourself long and see where you end up heading into day 5. But India have really got this game in a stranglehold, and as we've seen with India, that's not often they let their foot off when they've got the opposition down. So it's going to take a lot of guts tomorrow as well to even keep in the game. So hopefully we finally get some luck going our way, make some inroads. But as it is at the moment, India has looked completely at ease with this one, and the Aussies have thrown just about everything at them, and we've hardly put a scratch in them, to be honest. So it's going to have to dig deep, stick to their plans, have a bit of a luck go their way, and see what happens. But it's survival now for the Australians, so we'll see what happens. So let me know what you guys think on the socials. What are your thoughts on day 2? What does Australia need to do heading into day 3 and 4? Is there a chance going forward? Let us know what you think. Until then, guys, bye for now.